Nobaton for sponsoring today's self-care video. Recently, I've been using the Nobaton Alpha Hydroxy Acid Toothpaste and have seen incredible results. The 1% fruit acid plus whitening formula is safer for teeth whitening and doesn't cause tooth sensitivity. Nobaton's products are packaged for periodic care to ensure activity of the active ingredients and prevents deactivation over time to maintain the maximum effectiveness. I don't know about y'all, but I love a bright smile. And this is the first toothpaste I've ever used that has whitened my teeth significantly, which explains why this cinematic grade oral care toothpaste has become a must-have toothpaste for stars in the film industry. They also have a 2% and 5% formula available for maximum results. I was so shook to see results in just 7 days of using this toothpaste. If you're looking to have a whiter, brighter smile, then make sure to head to Nobaton's website today, y'all. Just look at the before and after. They literally got my whole life together in a week. This is the best toothpaste I have ever used. So again, make sure to click the links in my description. I'll bring you to Nobaton's website and you can use my coupon code for some money off. What's up, y'all, and welcome to my self-care motivation. And baby, when I say I needed the motivation, whew, child, I'ma just say I've been going through it. Like, no lie. I've just been feeling down, y'all. Like, I don't know if it's the pregnancy hormones, spiritual warfare, like all of the above, but your girl has definitely been going through it. So I was looking forward to making this video because it forced me to get my butt up and to just get out of this little rut that I was in. The first thing I needed to do was wash my hair. I don't know about y'all, but there's nothing like a clean scalp. And though these braids were still cute, I probably could have went another week. I needed to wash my hair, y'all. I needed to take an everything shower. I needed to feel the water run down on my scalp. So I went ahead and I took my braids out. I knew things were off with me when I literally had trouble doing my normal everyday self-care, like showering or washing my face, doing my skincare, things that I genuinely enjoy, but I just felt no urge to do it. That's when I was like, hold on, back it up. What is going on? And I think for so long, I was just allowing so much negative thinking to become my truth. And I felt like I didn't even have the strength to combat it. And I felt overwhelmed, and then I just felt like, girl, you just gonna stay here forever, until that still small voice was like, girl, get up. Like, you fell many times, but you gotta get back up again. So that's exactly what I did. The shower was so needed. Y'all don't even understand. Like, as the water was washing away the soap, it was washing away my problems. And it's really the little things. Sometimes with self-care, we make this whole huge to-do list, and it really feels like a to-do list and not self-care. But one thing I have been practicing is self-compassion. That means listening to my emotions. That means being gentle and soft and kind with myself and not forcing myself to have this huge, long, productive list of self-care that doesn't really feel like self-care. It may be me just sitting in my emotions and listening to some music or praying for hours or reading a book, whatever that is in that moment that I need. I'm just always sure to listen to myself, ask myself what I need, and do what I need instead of what I see everybody else doing. I know one thing for sure, and that's you can do all the self-care in the world. You can buy all the expensive products. You can do all the face masks in the world. But if you are not caring for your soul, you're going to do all that and still feel empty and still feel unfulfilled. Y'all know I'ma always bring it back to the Bible, okay? God says he can be your source. He wants to be your bread of life, so you will never be hungry. He wants to be the well you drink from, and you will never be thirsty again. Sometimes we have these quick fixes. So in the moment, it feels like we're better. We do all this self-care. We feel great. But then the next day you wake up and you're like, I still feel horrible. And that's because you're not allowing the spirit to take over. One thing I did in this video is allow the spirit to take over, because when I went to God, y'all are gonna see I was just left feeling exactly how I should, and that is fulfilled by the spirit. So I really want you guys to listen to this next part of this video. I do believe it is so important and so impactful and so powerful, and God was speaking, y'all. So just get into it. I came to God this morning with the intent of listening. I didn't have a word to say. Do you ever feel like your prayers are just hitting the ceiling, like you're repeating some mantra? That's where I was at. So instead of speaking, I listened. And in that moment, I realized my listening point was actually my turning point. Because God spoke to me. And this is how the conversation went. He said, looking for fulfillment in external things will leave you deeply unsatisfied every time. Fulfillment comes from the source. I told you I am the well that will never run dry, the bread that will fill you forever. So why don't you trust me? Is it because the world has led you to the path of disappointment and hurt one too many times? I am not the world. I am the I am. And I don't need man's confirmation to make my plans prosper in your life. When I told you in Psalms 23 that I was your shepherd, I meant that I was your lifeline, and you can do nothing outside of me. That's why you get tired and heavy burden when you do things your way, because it is not my will for you to walk without your shepherd. I will sit with you, daughter. I will sit with you in this low place because there is no place my spirit will not travel to cover you. So cry, my child. Feel every bit of emotion. But when you're ready, can I propose some truth to you? The truth is, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. The truth is, I have a plan for you. The truth is, you lack nothing. You are mine, and I am yours. I will lead you to a place of purpose and fulfillment. But will you let your shepherd lead you? I don't know who has been feeling heavy burdened. I don't know who has been feeling exhausted in doing things their way. But let me ask you, when is the last time you have gave God everything? Not holding on to the hurt, not holding on to the unforgiveness, not holding on to the bitterness, but laying it all on the table and saying, God, I cannot carry this burden. Please help me. Sometimes we think our prayers have to be these eloquently spoken speeches, but God wants your heart. My listening point became my turning point because I got out of my own way. I allowed my heart to speak to God and not the words that sometimes get rambled and sometimes don't portray my truth, but I allowed my heart to cry out. And though not a word was spoken, I still received everything I needed from God. You don't think God knows you? You don't think He knows every intricate thought? He hears you, even when you don't say a word. So cry out in whatever way that is. And sometimes a tear is a loud enough prayer for God. My God, my God, my God. Y'all don't even understand. That time with God, child, it filled me up like no self-care could. I need to name these soul care because that's really what it comes down to. Girl, life is hard. Okay? I feel like if it's not one thing, it's another. But one thing I know is that every battle I fight is not by my own strength. And when I do fight with my own strength, oh baby, I'm laid out by the first quarter. But knowing that I have a father to rely on, knowing that his strength is sufficient in my weakness, gives me the confidence, because I'm not doing life on my own. I'm not going through these trials on my own. God has a plan for my life. And just like he has a plan for me, he has a plan for you. When he crafted you and made you in your mother's womb, he did that intentionally. You are an intentionally made woman. God didn't make a mistake. So all of those lies telling you you have no purpose, telling you that you were made by mistake, telling you that you have no reason to be here, I rebuke it and I bind it in the name of Jesus. And I speak life over you. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty and there is freedom. I realize that I no longer have to live in the bondage of fear. I no longer have to live in the bondage of anxiety. Now, it's a conscious choice every day. It's me combating the lies of the enemy every single day. But one thing I know is that I am royalty in the kingdom of heaven. God had your life planned out from the beginning to the end before you ever took your first breath here on earth. So I think he's gonna sustain you, sis. I know he's gonna sustain you, sis. I know it can be hard. I know it can be wearisome. I know you can be tired. But when you let go of that control, let go of trying to work it out on your own and truly give it to God, there is peace, there is clarity, there is freedom like no other. Baby, I ordered myself some DoorDash. I was not about to cook. Today was the day I was like, God, I'm gonna just go on this DoorDash because I was hungry and I did not feel like cooking. That was my truth, okay? And I also made this really nice mocktail. Girl, it was barely a mocktail. It was some juice in a margarita glass. Like, let's be for real right now. But it's just the aesthetic of it all. I did want to head and get myself some flowers because flowers genuinely make me so happy. Flowers are so beautiful. God made all the flowers of the earth, so I'm gonna have some flowers in my house. And you can actually get really affordable flowers at Aldi. They are $3.99 for a bundle of flowers. So pretty. So I got some like pinkish looking ones. I got some yellow ones, just some really fun summer colors. And we're gonna go home and make a really beautiful bouquet. Okay, time to make these bouquets. Y'all, I got way too many flowers. I ended up giving some to my best friend because I was like, why did I just buy 5 things of flowers? But I was able to make 2 really beautiful bouquets. I put one in my living room and then I put one in the bedroom as well. So this is the first one. It was very simple. I just took what was in the package and then I just added some baby breath just for a little razzle dazzle. Nothing too much, very simple, but they really did smell amazing. And I love roses, y'all. So I found some pink roses. I found some pink ones and I also found some white ones. Roses are my favorite. Like, they're just so pretty, so chic. They don't have to do too much. And roses with baby breath, it just chef's kiss. They're so beautiful. So I found these white ones and these pink ones and they made the perfect bouquet. Look at how pretty, y'all. This is my favorite bouquet ever. And I also love the vase that it's in. It's like this circular clear vase, so pretty. I just love how it looks with my roses. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the self-care video. I hope it motivated you to get up. Girl, I love you. I believe in you. You got this. I'll see you next video.